I never thought I'd find myself telling this story, but the words won't stay buried anymore. It happened when I was 26, and my boyfriend, Jake, was 28. We had been together nearly 2 years, and I thought trust was the one thing we never questioned. But that night pulled the ground from beneath me. It was supposed to be a simple Friday, just a long overdue girls' night. My closest friends, Megan, Lisa, and Rachel, had planned to meet at Megan's downtown apartment. Megan's husband was away on a work trip, Lisa's husband was out of town too, and Rachel, 5 years into her marriage, always looked forward to these nights as her little escape. The idea was innocent enough. I told Jake earlier that morning, tossing it out as casually as I would mention running errands. "We're all getting together at Megan's tonight," I said. Normally he'd give a quick have fun and move on. This time though he went strangely quiet. Just a short muted okay. I brushed it off, convincing myself he was only tired from his job. The evening started like so many others before. Laughter, wine poured freely, music humming in the background. We gossiped, swapped updates, and teased each other the way old friends do. It felt warm, safe, familiar. But as the night stretched, something began to shift. Megan grew bolder. Her usual charm laced with something flirtatious. Lisa laughed too hard at every line. Rachel kept texting someone, but not her husband. The clues were there, but I ignored them, distracted by the haze of alcohol and comfort of being among women I thought I knew. Then Megan locked the front door with a deliberate click, pulling out a bottle of tequila, like it was a ritual. She leaned close to me and whispered, "Just us tonight. No husbands. No rules." Her eyes sparkled with something I couldn't quite name, something dangerous. Lisa clapped like she'd been waiting for this. Rachel gave me a look that twisted my stomach, part invitation, part warning. That was the moment I realized this wasn't a regular girls' night. There were unspoken rules, desires hidden behind their smiles and marriages. And then I saw him. Jake's shadow at the window, eyes blazing with hurt and disbelief as he watched. My body froze, breath caught in my throat. It felt like being stabbed without a blade. I wanted to call out, to explain, but my voice was gone. My thoughts spun. How long had he been there? What did he see? Megan noticed my panic and smirked, leaning in as if to hush me. "Relax. It's just us. No one has to know." But I couldn't relax. My heart was breaking with every second Jake's eyes stayed locked on me from outside. The tequila kept pouring, the atmosphere spiraled, and lines blurred between friendship and betrayal. Megan edged closer to Lisa, laughter softening into whispers. Rachel reached for my hand, warm but unwelcome. My instincts screamed at me to leave, yet I sat trapped, like in a nightmare where your body won't move. Then, with a bang, the door flew open. Jake stormed inside, his face carved with pain and rage. "What the hell is this?" His voice cut through the room. Silence fell so heavy it crushed us all. Megan, usually quick with a quip, stammered. Lisa's face flushed with guilt. Rachel couldn't meet his eyes. I felt myself sink, wishing the floor would open and swallow me. "I thought this was girls' night," Jake said, his voice trembling. "Looks like it's something else." His words hung in the air like poison. I tried to speak, but nothing meaningful would come out. How could I explain what even I didn't fully understand? Jake's expression softened just slightly. "I followed you because I felt something was wrong." His voice cracked, not just with anger but with hurt. It wasn't only the sight of what he'd walked in on. It was the realization that our bond wasn't what he believed. Megan finally broke the silence. "Jake, it's not what it looks like. We're adults. Sometimes things happen." Her tone was dismissive, almost mocking, and it sliced through him. "No," Jake said firmly, his voice breaking. "This isn't complicated. It's betrayal. And I don't know if I can ever trust you again." He didn't wait for my reply. He slammed the door behind him, the sound ringing in my ears like the end of everything. I collapsed, tears spilling uncontrollably. The people I thought I knew, the man I loved, the friends I trusted, had dissolved into strangers before my eyes. The following days blurred together in silence. Jake didn't answer my calls. Megan, Lisa, and Rachel acted as if the night had been nothing unusual, but everything had changed. I replayed it over and over, desperate to pinpoint where it all went wrong. Eventually, Jake picked up. His voice was steady, but cold. "We need to talk." We met at a quiet cafe, the air between us thick with tension. I poured out my confusion, my regret, my anger, not just at myself, but at the so-called friends who pulled me into something I never wanted. Jake listened, but his face was unreadable. "I don't know if I can get past this," he finally said. "Trust isn't just broken, it's shattered. And it's not just about that night. It's about everything we've been hiding." His words gutted me. I whispered through tears that I never intended to hurt him, that I thought it would just be a night of fun with old friends. But he shook his head, eyes filled with sadness. "I don't even know who you are anymore." That wound cut the deepest. In the weeks after, I severed ties with Megan, Lisa, and Rachel. Their choices had crossed lines I couldn't forgive. Jake and I tried to talk, but the distance between us only grew wider. The warmth and closeness we once shared slipped away like sand through my fingers. I came to a hard truth. Sometimes the people you expect to protect your heart are the ones who shatter it. And sometimes the person you love most walks away because trust, once broken, is nearly impossible to piece back together. That night Jake followed me changed everything. Not just between us, but inside me. It showed me that the people I trusted weren't who I thought they were, and the relationship I leaned on wasn't as strong as I believed. Where Jake and I go from here, I don't know. Maybe forgiveness will come. Maybe it never will. But I've learned one thing. When trust is gone, love alone can't rebuild it.